Okay, I think that's okay. So today's video we're going to be talking about confidence, how to be confident in yourself. And I'm going to preface by saying not everybody, actually nobody, is 100% confident 24/7. If someone claims that they are always confident, that they've never not trusted their own judgment, that they've not ever questioned if they look pretty that day, if that they've never had this inkling of a doubt that they are lacking in certain areas, then they're lying. Because sometimes confidence can be dressed as arrogance, it can be dressed as narcissism. And I'm going to share with you guys some of the negative sides of confidence that someone can be projecting that they are confident but they're not actually confident. And the first one is overconfidence bias, and that is individuals overestimate their capabilities or judgment, leading to risky decisions, financial errors, or failure to anticipate danger. So these people are so overconfident that they'll probably put you in jeopardy because they think that they are 100% right and you are wrong. And then there are the people who are arrogant and dogmatism. This is confidence that can harden into inflexibility. Arrogant individuals demand validation, stop listening to feedback, and dismiss alternative viewpoints. I think that was so self-explanatory. Then there's the reduced self-awareness. These people, they're so unaware of their own surrounding that you look at them and you're like, you really think that? So these people, they are low-performing individuals, often exhibiting high confidence because they lack the metacognition to realize that they don't know what they're doing. This blinds them into their own flaws. And then there are the people who lack empathy at all, like whatsoever. A hyper-confident person may measure success by external dominance rather than authentic growth, and they end up devaluing other people and making other people feel inferior so that they can feel superior because they are overconfident, which is they lack empathy. So, like I said, when I think of the most confident person I know, I think of Kim Kardashian. Like, that bitch is so confident. She's the one person I know that loves being famous so much that she's confident that she was even confident that she'll be famous even before she became famous. She's so confident in what she does. She's so confident she'll become a lawyer even without even becoming a lawyer because she once believed it to be so. She's so confident that she can start a business and another one and another one, and she does it. Like, even when I think of Kim Kardashian, she has her own insecurities. She was once insecure about dressing up herself because Kanye always dictated what she dressed up as. She would say, don't wear those shoes with those shoes, wear these shoes with those shoes, don't put on those earrings, do this and this and this and that. And I don't know if you guys remember the first outfit she created by herself. It wasn't the first outfit, maybe one of the first outfits, and it had like yellow, red, and all these different colors. And I remember thinking that outfit is so hideous that nobody else other than Kim can pull it off, because she trusted in her own judgment of how she would look in that dress, that jumpsuit I mean, and still wore it. And right now she dresses so perfectly, so beautifully, that even if she put on something ugly, she'd still look beautiful because her confidence actually radiates in what she wears. And also the body, kind of, you know, when you have a perfect body, even if you dress in anything, it will still look good because the body is the fit. So in this video, I'm not going to be talking about overperformative confidence. We're going to be talking about people who rarely find themselves pretty. Like, you rarely find yourself like you can achieve something, or you rarely find that, like, you just have this inability to trust yourself. Your inner monologue of you can't do it is more powerful than your I can do it attitude, you know. I was actually once there because, you know, depending on how you are raised, your confidence can become lacking. If you grew up with parents or friends that always told you that you're fat, you're ugly, you have pimples, you have basically they always judged you based on how you look, then it can be really hard to see yourself as anything better than what people always projected at you ever since you were young. Like, if you grew up around people who always diminished you for your finances, like if you grew up around rich friends and you are always the one who couldn't afford to buy the most expensive drink, or you couldn't afford to go to a specific area because you didn't have the capabilities of affording to be in that restaurant or establishment, then you get what I mean. I've been there before, and girl, it was either you say goodbye to your friends or you work hard and actually be able to meet their standard. And saying no to situations that, like the situation of, not being able to meet the standard of your friends because they have more money than you, that's making you less confident in yourself in performing to the same level. I found that saying no to such kind of opportunities or scenarios every single time actually made me more confident in making more money, because when you put yourself in situations that make you less confident, you'll be less confident in actually changing the situation you're in. Another example I can give is, let's say you're obese or you're fat or whatever you want to call it, unfit, and you always surround yourself with people that body shame you and call you fat. When you do decide to go to the gym, it's going to be rooted in lack of confidence, and you're going to go that first day and you won't know what you're doing. You will feel so unmotivated, or you'll look at people and be like, oh my gosh, she's so fit, what am I even doing here? No. It will be rooted in so much what is the opposite of confidence? Let me just say lack of confidence, because I don't have a better word for it. You're not gonna sustain your gym process because it was rooted in lack of confidence. So if you stop hanging around with these people that call you fat all the time and actually stay in your own little cocoon and start internalizing content, fitness content, looking at other people working out, vlogs, and all these girls that actually radiate confidence in going to the gym. They show you how to do it, and your going to the gym is going to be rooted in confidence that you can actually do what these girls are doing, and you're actually going to sustain your gym process. So a lot of people, the reason why they can't sustain their gym activities or their workouts is because how they began was rooted in lack of confidence, was rooted in over-performative confidence, or basically other people judging you, and that's why you're not progressing in the gym. And that's why you'll find the mental connection and your muscle connection is not there. Hence, you're not even seeing any progress in the gym, because when you go to the gym, you're just going to perform and you're not actually going to work out. Another thing you need to do is you need to start showing up for yourself more. You can't be saying that I am not confident, or you can't be complaining about how you cannot achieve things, how you don't know how to do things, or you're not pretty, or you're unfit, yet you're not showing up for yourself. But when it comes to showing up for others, you're going to work, you're coming back, and you're just lazing around. You have to show up for yourself, because if you feel like you have acne, or acne is something you can see. If you can see you have acne and you have the financial capabilities to afford skincare products, go get those skincare products. Actually do your skincare every day, and then you'll see a difference. The acne is probably going to end. And if it's rooted through probably genetics, or I don't know if acne can be rooted in genetics, or if it can be fixed through genetics. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, so don't misquote me on that. But if there's a way you can change your scenario, or if there's a way that you can change why you're not confident, then shop for yourself. Actually tell yourself, set goals that you can do one by one, step by step, and actually shop for yourself, because you can't be complaining here, just watching videos about people saying how to be confident, yet you're just a planner. Like, you never shop for yourself, you never do the work. So you have to do the work in order to be confident. Otherwise, you can't be confident by laying in bed all day. Like, you can't be confident by watching a video that told you how to be confident. Otherwise, if you don't shop for yourself, this video is just going to fly through your head. The sun just went. This video is just going to go over your head, and you're going to be confident today. You're going to have that positivity today, and tomorrow you're going to go back to not being confident, and you're going to watch this video again. You're going to give me the views, but you're not going to change your situation. So you need to shop for yourself. Another tip for you is you need to start trusting your own validation. You need to stop seeking validation from others. Like, only seek validation from others if you're seeking confirmation. Like, let's say for your makeup, whenever I do my makeup, I usually know I look nice, but I'll always ask a second opinion. Are my eyebrows twins, or are they sisters? Is my eyeshadow smudged? Like, is my blush too blinding? Like, I'm going to ask someone for a second opinion to see if it's perfect, because yes, I'm confident that I look pretty, I'm confident in my makeup skills, but if there's something someone else can see that I'm probably not seeing, then they can help me fix it. So what I mean by not seeking validation is, let's say you want to start a business, stop asking people who are not qualified to give you advice or opinions on how you can start that business. Stop seeking validation on what else? Like, let's say you love an outfit, you go to the store and you love this outfit. Don't ask your boyfriend if you can buy it. Buy it if you like it. Don't ask your sister, do you think this will look good on me? No, get it because you like it. That's what I mean by stop seeking validation from others, like every single time you have to make a decision, because then you're gonna lose yourself and you're not gonna remember yourself in the first place. Like Kim Kardashian, Kanye came to her life, took over her wearing decisions, what she wears, and after they broke up or after they separated, now she didn't know what to wear. And it's not because she doesn't have good fashion sense, it's because someone else took over that role so much that she lost her sense of self. You can throw away everything that I've said in this video, but this one thing, do not. And that is, you need to learn how to silence your inner critic. You need to clock it. Whenever you find yourself thinking negatively about yourself, you need to catch that thought. Like, you need to catch yourself actually in the process of thinking that thought and start saying positive affirmations to yourself. Because if you realize, if you look keenly, a lot of the negative self-doubt, like our inner thoughts, when it's thinking negative things, it's always you're not perfect, you're fat, you. But whenever you're thinking positive things, it's I am wealthy, I am rich, I am pretty, I am perfect, I am well, I am loved. Like, but whenever you're criticizing yourself, it's always you. That's the devil, honey. You need to be able to catch that self-doubt that's trying to creep in. You need to catch it and throw it out the window, because that is another person. That's not you. That's why it's always referring to you as you. You've never told yourself, I'm so ugly. And if you've ever said that out loud, girl, how can you actually say negative things out loud about yourself? You need to start saying positive things about yourself out loud. And that's my next point, actually. Never say negative things out loud about yourself. Always say positive things to yourself. And I know sometimes it can be hard to catch that creep that creeps in our heads, that negative creep. Usually for me, it's when I'm either on my period or right after my period or right before my period starts. I catch myself feeling like I can't go to the gym, or I find that I do my makeup a lot during this period because I feel like I need to enhance my beauty. And like right now, I'm actually on my period, hence me doing my makeup, hence me taking my pictures. Like, I usually find that I usually try to convince myself so much that I'm actually pretty during this time, and any comment about my appearance will probably affect me more when I'm on my period than any other time. Catch me any other day, I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy. So yeah, you need to practice neutrality. Like, I'm learning how to, do this. Or if you find that you're not confident with doing your makeup, you can say, I'm learning how to do my makeup. It's okay. But yeah, practice neutrality and you'll find that you'll be a lot more confident in the things that you do even before you do them. And it will actually make you actually do things more and become more productive. Last example I want to give is sometimes lack of confidence can be rooted from being a perfectionist. Let's say your wedding is coming up and you feel like you're planning your wedding, you're maintaining your work-life balance. At the same time, you're going to the gym so that you can fit into your dream dress. So you feel like you should go to the gym maybe morning and evening, or even let's say just in the morning, and you're hitting the gym for 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours, because sometimes the gym can be full and you end up overperforming. A month goes by and you feel like you haven't seen any progress, or maybe you've just lost 2 kgs, 4 pounds maybe. So the second month you're like, oh my gosh, I need to fit into my dress immediately, pronto. So you increase the intensity and you decide, let me do now Pilates in the evening, or hot yoga in the evening, or maybe go to a sauna. Your body is now in survival mode because it's trying to balance all these things in one plate. Another example I can give is people who do plastic surgery. And I'm not usually against plastic surgery for aesthetics. It can become a problem when, let me give an example of Kylie Jenner. When Kylie Jenner was young, she made decisions because of her appearance and because she wanted to appear a certain way when selling her lip kits, or because she owns a cosmetics line. She needed to appear a certain way, and she was because she's always in the limelight, she made decisions that right now affect her confidence. In an episode that we saw, I don't know if it was season 5 or season 4, she actually cried and she was speaking with Kylie Jenner, and she was like, people are commenting that I look old and I've had my fillers dissolved, I've done all these things, and it's not that I'm affected by what they're saying, but at some point, she was saying how she feels, and in as much as she was saying that it doesn't affect her, it did affect her.
I went on a journey the last year dissolving like half my lip filler. I hate even having this conversation over and over and over again because it feels like it's a waste of my breath, because I think with me it's just never gonna change, but it's just been it's like therapy. You know, when you're in therapy and you start talking about something. Like, I've never cried about this before, but I guess it does affect me.
So doing too much or being a perfectionist can sometimes make you lose confidence, and you need to learn that you're beautiful in your own way. When people go for pageants or beauty pageants, Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss Cosmo, all these pageants, every year there's always a complaint about who won. Like this year, Miss Universe, they had a complaint that Miss Mexico won. Even I saw the unfairness in how they answered their questions, but in terms of beauty, they were all beautiful. But every year, they always have a problem with the winner. Last year, they had a problem that they just needed a Barbie to fit the role of Miss Universe. I want to say this, during pageantry, the decision of crowning Miss Universe is not usually based on who's the prettiest or who is the sexiest that day. It's usually based on the judges' mood and how they want to perceive Miss Universe. It's not like in an alternate universe, the choice of Miss Universe would have been different. It wouldn't have been Miss Mexico. It would have probably been Olivia Yase, because she answered her questions right. And on that day, maybe they would have seen Olivia Yase's work more perfectly, because with 30 contestants competing for the same spot, the judges are not going to focus on all of you at the same time. Like, sometimes they're probably going to look elsewhere. They're going to look at a distraction that caught their attention, and they probably didn't see you walking. Like, it's usually like that. So depending on how the events took place that day, they're going to choose a different winner. So pageantry shouldn't influence how you see yourself. You're not supposed to feel that you're less beautiful or less attractive or less outspoken than the others because their decision doesn't influence how you look. You're still beautiful in your own way. The fact that you actually made it to Miss Universe means that you're beautiful. The fact that you are even chosen to actually compete in that pageantry means the way they were selecting those girls, they knew all these girls are pretty, and that's why they need to compete for Miss Universe. Whether it's for your country, whether it's for the final destination, why did I use that term? Whether it's for the final pageantry competitions, whatever, you're all beautiful. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I spoke sense. That's lack of confidence. I know I spoke sense. I know that I said things that actually matter. So I hope that you actually took something from what I said, because that would be a bust. You'll have to actually repeat the video and watch it again. Otherwise, that's it for today's video. Until next time, bye.